the constitution in this country, or don't we have one? If we have one, then that constitution clearly states you have freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of action. And what the farmers here were agitating against the bills that they have brought. Now, you can't stop a person going to your capital city where parliament is and expressing their views. Why are you stopping them? Anytime you want to, and there's an agitation, people have been allowed to go there and had it. Don't you remember the BJP agitation, which was a massive RSS one organized in Ramlila Madans? I remember that day when it was happening in Delhi. Why don't you allow the farmers go and to give their views and say कि हम बिल्कुल इसके खिलाफ हैं या खिलाफ नहीं है, जो भी उन्होंने देना है वहाँ करे, पर उनको रोकना is going against the constitutional spirit and the spirit of freedom of speech of this country. This I do not agree with. I think the Haryana government should have just allowed them to go, and Delhi government should give them space to go and sit down and make their point of view, and then they'll come away. But if you try to stop them, then every reaction has a counter reaction. Well, these are things. The trouble here is you have a meeting with somebody and people look into things that were never spoken about, never discussed, nothing at all. These are things that are just somebody who I have known since childhood, and somebody who would express his views to somebody that he'd like to meet me. So I invited him for lunch, and I've known him since he was a 2-year-old boy. And if we sat for about an hour, we had lunch together. And as the Akali Dal is saying, this Chima fellow, I don't know who this Chima fellow is, who is their spokesperson, whether he's a veterinary doctor or whether he's a compounder or God alone knows what he is. And he always has an opinion about himself. He said, I had a banquet for Mr. Navjot Singh Sidhu, and I'll tell you exactly what we ate. He ate boiled vegetables, and I ate one missi roti with dahi. If that's a banquet, then I don't know what these Akalis are talking about. So anyway, it was a very, very amicable one. I'm very happy that we met, and he was in a very good mood, and I think I was in a good mood too, and we met well, and I hope we'll continue to meet.